In the beauty. Oh man, I love the Mophead hydrangeas.
I thought you were talking about me.
You too, Devin. This is M95090. This is a big floral display for $19.98. There's still, it is. There's still time to plant. But I also love the foliage that you're getting with these two. They're so pretty. And Devin is the one who's bringing it to us tonight. You're going to see him in the next picture. There he is.
Oh yeah, and look how big those flowers are.
You're not kidding.
They're huge.
They're
like 8-10 inches across. Mary, these, you know, if you just got the Studebaker alarm clock and you're on vacation up in Nantucket or Cape Cod, this is the kind of hydrangea that you see on vacation, but you can grow it at your home. Maybe you don't fashion yourself as an expert gardener and you don't really know where to start, but you love flowers. You want to grow these. At this value,
I know, $19.98 for that show.
Beat it.
You can't find that at the garden store. And we have a choice, right, between the blue and the pink.
Exactly. You can choose whichever one you like. The wonderful flamingo pink or the lovely peacock blue. Both of these plants, they're the perfect size hydrangea because they get about 3 feet tall and about 2 feet wide, but the flowers are enormous. Look at this real flower here on this plant. It is like 8 to 10 inches across. How absolutely gorgeous.
Well, I mean, and that's what you all do. You're representing the 4th generation.
Yeah,
Roberta's always brings us the hard to find, easy to grow. And I feel like you always share with us, like, sometimes they're fillers, sometimes, you know, flowers have different reasons for being in your garden at home.
Absolutely.
I feel like this is a show.
This is the showstopper. If you want a couple plants to really up that curb appeal, I'm telling you, plant 3 of these in your front, around your, your front door. Cha-ching! You will be increasing that curb appeal like you've never seen before.
Man.
But Mary, they're the toughest and easiest hydrangeas out there.
Okay.
So you can have that beauty and you don't have to have any gardening skills. You don't have to have a green thumb, and you'll have that every single year. And that's because the genetics of these plants are superior to any other hydrangeas out there. Other hydrangeas you would find at a box store or a garden center, they don't have the staying power like these Onyx.
See, and I love that they're the mop heads too, so you do get big florals. But look at the foliage. The green is so gorgeous too. Will they always stay blue or pink depending on soil and
which is really great question. A lot of gardeners, you might be wondering the same thing. The pinks will stay pinks. The blues will stay blue no matter the pH of your garden. Now look at that beautiful pink. These
looks
are
like a postcard.
It totally does. They're the most desired colors of hydrangea. And right there, that's probably 4 or 5 of them along a border. Maybe there's a white picket fence behind that. And you could do that for 5 of these collections at this value. That is incredible.
We will show up in your front yard when it looks like these pictures. I'm just saying, I might manifest there. You choose the blue or the pink, pick up as many as you like, but it shows up like this.
Yes, this is how they grow. This is what we're shipping to you. And remember, we ship everything free of charge to your door. Now, these plants will bloom starting the 1st year. And what's incredible about these hydrangea is that these are all continuous reblooming hydrangea, and that's huge. That means you're going to get flowers starting in the early summertime, and they're going to keep going from June, July, August, September, October into November. And because they're winter hardy to -20 degrees, they're going to do so every single year.
And it's okay to plant them in the ground or containers?
Absolutely. Beautiful, and we have 15-inch party pots on QVC.com. Would be a perfect container plant to grow them in. But I love growing them in the garden. And, in the garden, 1 looks fantastic, but growing 3 looks so much better. I always recommend growing a few of the same plant. It really creates that harmonious feel in your garden.
Big fullness too.
And there's never been a better opportunity. Yeah, it's all about getting that full, rich appeal with loads of flowers.
Did you know that plants ship for free at QVC? This comes to you for free. You're not putting something in the back of your car, and if you're like me, maybe you take a corner a little hot and you get dirt every... No, none of that. This shows up right at your front door, and then you get it, you give it a big drink, you water it, you put it in the ground. And how much sun, water, food?
Perfect question. So this is about a half day of sun is the best.
Okay.
Morning sun is great. Keep it out of that afternoon sun. And if you are, maybe you're not the most savvy gardener, something that we do that garden centers, box stores don't is I'm a certified horticulturist.
Yeah.
I handwrite each and every one of these growing guides.
It's amazing.
This is chock full of really incredible information that will ensure you have a successful time growing. So give these plants a try. This is the hydrangea you've always wanted. It's going to make your home feel like that vacation destination. And I haven't mentioned, do you know why it's called the Onyx?
No.
It's called the Onyx. If we can get in close real quick,
I want to see.
you can see.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, the stems are actually this really dark mahogany color. It's totally unique. Yeah, you're blending in there a little bit.
Sorry, I'm wearing a plant print.
But you see how it has this dark stem? The stems are also exceptionally thick.
Cool.
So it has that extra little added detail, that extra touch that really makes your plant that much more special.
I didn't know that.
And because they're thicker and stronger,
Yeah.
you're never going to have to worry about any summer storms, making their plants flop over. You'll never have to stake them. Despite the fact that the flowers are huge, they're going to stay upright all season long.
I already planted my calibrachoa.
Oh, awesome.
My climbing jasmine.
Great.
I was so excited. And then I also planted my lavender.
Oh, fantastic. Well, did you get any fertilizer for them yet?
But I need to.
You should. I would consider getting a bag of our time-release fertilizer, Mary. And when you're getting your plants planted, just sprinkle some of it on, and it's going to help give your plants all the nutrients they need to grow nice and strong.
The item number for it is M61691, just in case you need it. Devin, thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Mary.
Don't forget, too, Roberta's comes with an amazing warranty that you can find out more information on QVC.com. I was handed 2 pillows, and I would like to just tell everybody that I'm going night-night. Apparently,